Hi, thanks for joining me. I'm Anna Francesca Celestino. I'm the author of Igniting Change and also the founder of the Shift System, a 90-day group coaching program for transformational change. So you get it. I work a lot with change. All right. So I'm also an intuitive, and I'd like to think of myself as a navigator. Every month for the last 16 years, I've been offering an energy forecast, kind of giving a preview each month of what's to come, what we can expect, how we can ride the waves and avoid the pitfalls. And so if you would like to subscribe to my monthly forecast, you can just hit the subscribe button below and be sure to click the little bell next to it so that you get notified, or you can click the link in the notes below and I will email you a copy for free. All right, but today we're going to take a look at 2021. And after 2020, who doesn't want a sneak peek at what's around the corner here? So I'm looking forward to sharing that with you. So let's get started. All right, so let's start with the numerology for 2021. So the first thing that we want to look at is where we're coming from. So we're coming off of a 4-year, which was 2020, 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 0. So that was a 4-year. And normally, to me, 4 has a lot to do with foundation, building a foundation. But I really feel like last year was really more about dismantling the foundation that we've had in place for so long. I kept picturing a jackhammer just working away at, chipping away at the foundation that we had so that something new could emerge through it. Okay, so now we're moving into 2021, which is a 5-year. 5 is all about change, transformation, and even what came through for me was travel. So hopefully at some point we'll be able to leave the house and be able to get out a little bit more. So what I think is happening this year is that we're taking all of the pieces. We broke everything up last year, and now in this year, in this 5-year, which usually happens is you want to take a look and see what is it that we want to carry forward with us, and then the rest we leave behind. So that's very much what we're doing in our personal lives and in our collective lives this year. Is we're going to be weeding through. We want to, if you're creating a vision, you really want to hit a refresh before you start your vision. You don't want to, be working on it. Think from the same mindset that you've had in the past. What can be new? So we spent a lot of time last year reevaluating everything. We evaluated how we work, how we dress, how we shop, how we eat, how we communicate, how we collaborate, how we cohabitate. So we've really, done a lot already to experiment and explore new ways of doing things. So that's what you want to do, is you want to look at, I wrote down here, from my forecast, what's the best of what you've learned and how can you carry that forward and expand on it in 2021. So that's what we're about for this year from a numerological standpoint. So here's the intuitive part of the forecast for the year. And that's what I do, is I kind of go inside and get information and then write it down. So if you want the complete copy of my 2021 forecast, the link for that is down below too, and it's free. Okay, so 2021 intuitive forecast. Here's what I wrote. We are no strangers now to walking into the unprecedented. We've seen our strengths and weaknesses in the midst of the unthinkable. We've witnessed truths and lies, transparency and deception. So where do we go from here? Well, I think in many ways, many of us will be using 2021 to regain our footing. And that was what I came to as our theme for 2021, regaining our footing. To find a new balance, to rest, restore, that's what we're going to be spending our time on in this new year. And I think that the energy of the year is going to support us doing that. But I can't help but feel that there will be deeper challenges that we have to face individually and some collectively as well. And as we've already seen, it's only the first week in January or second week in January, and we've already had really surprising challenges to face already. So we may feel like we don't have the energy for it. We may feel like we can't deal with one more thing. But here's what you need to know. Life is not asking you to do anything other than get out of the way so change can happen. So I'm going to say that again. Life is not asking you to do anything other than get out of the way so change can happen. So that doesn't seem so hard. I think we can do that. All right. So, well, what does that look like? It's simple. There are 4 themes that came to me about the year. And if we just kind of stay focused on these themes, that's how we're going to navigate our way through whatever comes up for us in the year. So the first theme is endurance. And that's just remembering that you're stronger than you think. Okay. I mean, I think if last year didn't prove that to you or to us, I don't know what will. We're stronger than we think. And so we have the endurance to keep going. So just remembering that we can do this. Okay. We can do this. The second theme is forgiveness. And forgiveness is about, in this case, it's about being kind to yourself and to others. Okay, so we're all doing the best that we can. So forgiving mistakes, forgiving, people misstepping, misspeaking. This year, lots of room, lots of leeway, lots of room for forgiveness and just being kind to ourselves and being kind to other people. Okay, the third theme is pursuit. And this is about keeping yourself moving forward. So sometimes it may feel like it's just too hard to get out of bed in the morning, and let alone, trying to focus on goals and maybe careers or family or moving ourselves forward. But this year we need to keep in mind the idea of pursuit. We need to keep moving ourselves forward. And again, just if you're creating a vision for this year, be sure to hit the refresh button before you create your vision. We do not want to just do more of the same that we've been thinking for the last few years. Lots of new opportunities this year, energetically, lots of new possibilities. So be sure and hit the refresh button and think new, think fresh, what's possible now. And then the fourth theme that came to me was adaptability. And this is about just being adaptable, particularly listening and going with the flow. So not being too fixed on any outcomes or, not being fixed on outcomes, just allowing ourselves to almost kind of go moment by moment and listening and acting and listening and acting. So being flexible, being adaptable to whatever comes up. And we saw last year, it was not, it's not what we expected. It's not how we thought our year was going to go, but we adapted. So we know we can do that too. We can endure, we can be strong, be kind to one another, and continue moving things forward step by step, and allowing all of it to be made new. I just want to mention that also in the forecast for this year, I've included a month at a glance. So you can kind of go through and get a little bit of a feel energetically of what's coming each month. So let's picking out the word that came to me for February was juicy, meaning that things are about to get interesting. Things that have been hidden rise to the surface. We'll find ourselves saying it's about time. So certainly ready for that. March, if you've been waiting for things to get a little easier, your wish comes true this month. It's as if all barriers have been removed and it's green lights all the way. Be sure to rest and say yes. So, like I said, bit by bit, you'll have a month at a glance, so you can kind of get a feel. And the whole idea with why I'm drawn to do these forecasts is because I think it's like shining a light on the path in front of us. If you're walking in the dark, you're going to stumble over something. The idea with the forecast is to keep the light on a little bit in front of us so that we can watch out, like I said, for the pitfalls, but also the good energy that's coming, we can ride that. So anyway, I hope this has been helpful, and I hope that you'll join me each month. I'm looking forward to offering these forecasts Again, I was doing it before with a partner when we had the cosmic download, but starting fresh on my own. So I hope you'll join me, and I look forward to it. Have a great year.